My 15-year-old stupid kid got his GF pregnant on purpose, so we would move. Throw away for obvious reasons. I'm 30F with 5 kids. The oldest is Ollie, who is 15. As you can tell by my age, I was a teen parent. I was lucky enough to marry at 18. We're still together in a healthy relationship, and we worked our asses off to get out of a terrible financial situation. Today we are stable and comfortable in every way, and this detail is crucial for the story. Ollie has been friends with Bree since they were 7. Her family used to live in our city, but a year and a half ago they moved to a small town 3 states away due to the skyrocketing cost of living. Since then, Ollie has been begging us to move out there. He kept pitching us on cheaper housing and better jobs, but my husband and I always said no. We have 4 other children with their schools, sports, and friends right here. No adult in their right mind would leave their career and stability over a teenager's whim. Over Christmas, Bree's family came back for a visit. The kids hung out multiple times. My husband and I always gave Ollie proper sex ed and access to birth control. He knew damn well how babies are made. But shortly after the holidays, the bomb dropped. Bree was pregnant. And the worst part is that Ollie admitted they did it on purpose. It was her idea first as a joke to see what would happen under the twisted logic that if she got pregnant, we would be forced to move. Ollie demanded that I pack everything up so we could go live with her. My answer was a flat-out no. I told him, "You're 15. We have no proof this child is even yours. I am not uprooting our entire family, and you aren't going alone until you're 18. We will do a DNA test, and then we'll see." I topped it off with a too bad, too sad. You made your bed. Now you have to sleep in it. Ollie ran back and told this to Bree, and her parents immediately cut off all communication with me, calling me disgusting for asking for a DNA test. They started talking pure shit about me to my own kid, fueling his hatred toward me. Ollie would scream at me that I was keeping him from the love of his life, using my own teen success story as proof that it would work out for them. My husband, who is a man of few words, just looked at Ollie and dropped a brutal line. "You have the intelligence of a pear." Things went from bad to worse. Bree's parents blocked us on everything. Trying to cool things down, I told Ollie we needed to do a video call with Bree so I could speak to the adults, or else I would cut off his contact entirely. I made it clear that if the baby was his, we would cover the full $1,500 for the DNA test and fly out for the birth. When Bree joined the call and saw me there, she hung up immediately. Via text, Ollie explained that we just wanted to coordinate the DNA test and support plans. Bree's reaction? She blocked Ollie everywhere. My son was completely destroyed. He stopped eating and locked himself in his room. Surprisingly, he wasn't mad at me anymore. Reality finally hit him, and he was deeply remorseful. He even asked me, sobbing, if there was a way to undo all of this. The final blow came when a mutual friend showed us Bree's social media. Just hours after blocking Ollie, she posted her pregnancy announcement with captions like, "It's you and me against the world, baby girl," and memes about deadbeat dads. She made everyone believe Ollie had abandoned her, when in reality, she was the one who blocked him for requesting a paternity test. This is where the story takes its darkest turn. Thanks to a friend of Ollie's who managed to access Bree's Instagram through a secondary account, we got a look at the uncropped photo of her first ultrasound. The image she had originally sent us was cropped at the top, but the official post clearly showed the medical information. The scan was dated April 4th and explicitly stated GA 19 plus 3 weeks, gestational age. I started doing the math immediately. If she was over 19 weeks pregnant on April 4th, it meant conception happened in mid-November. But Bree didn't come to our city or see Ollie until late December. Bree had assured us her due date was September 22nd, which perfectly matched their January encounter. But the official data on her own ultrasound revealed the baby was actually due in August. Mathematically, it was an absolute impossibility for my son to be the father. I hadn't told Ollie yet because his mental health was incredibly fragile, but everything now made a twisted kind of sense. That joke Bree made about seeing if she'd get pregnant in January wasn't a game with my son. It was her perfect plan to cover up the fact that she was already pregnant by someone else in her new town, using Ollie's guilt to force our family to support her. To force the issue, we arranged a trip. We paid for Bree to fly out to our town to get the DNA blood test and a new ultrasound done in person. However, she never showed up for her flight. The night before, she texted us claiming her doctor advised against travel due to a high risk of preterm labor caused by severe morning sickness, even claiming she needed to be hospitalized. At the exact same time, we discovered a photo that slipped into her stories. It was Bree, obviously pregnant, tightly hugging the guy she had been dating in her new town, with his hand resting on her belly. She deleted it quickly, but the damage was done. I contacted a lawyer. I was not going to let this lie keep ruining my son's life from afar. The baby was born on September 1st. She was induced for being past her due date. The whiteboard on the hospital wall confirmed the ultimate truth. Her EDD, estimated due date, was always August 26th. I went to visit her at the hospital along with Ollie. When my son went down to the cafeteria to grab her something to eat, I found myself alone with her and decided to speak to her completely calmly. I told her no one was angry and that Ollie had known the truth for months, but still wanted to come and support her. I gently told her that I knew the dates didn't match, and I just wanted the truth. Bree completely broke. The exhaustion of labor, combined with the crushing mental load of her own lies, made her confess through tears. She admitted she knew it was impossible for the baby to be Ollie's, and she apologized profusely. She confessed that she hated living with her mother and stepfather, that her household was pure chaos, and she invented this entire plan out of desperation to have an excuse to return to our city, since her biological father had refused to take her in. The father of the baby was, indeed, the boyfriend from her new town. Finally, we have closed this chapter. Ollie took the official DNA test, and the results came back yesterday, confirmed 100% he is not the father. Bree moved out of her house 3 weeks after giving birth. Her mother and stepfather kicked her out, and she is currently living with a friend. As for us, Ollie and Bree have naturally drifted apart. He is focusing back on school, his sports, and with the help of his therapist, he is processing all of this trauma. What an absolute shitstorm this has been. My son turns 16 this month, and I'm just hoping this nightmare is finally behind us for good.